Hi, this is Rashima Sinho Stewart, and I'm just doing a quick special video for Labor Day. This is what I will call the end of summer update and for my YouTube channel and a couple of exciting announcements and going from there. Let's just get right into it. Number one, I want to first again foremost thank you everybody who's been watching my channel, the people who have subscribed to my channel, and the new people coming on lately. Thank you guys so much. We did a wonderful job. So as of me recording this tonight, close to 7 p.m. tonight, we have 205 subscribers and a little less than 35,000 total views. Thank you so much for helping me get to that point. It's beyond comprehension. It is beyond my wildest dreams. And you would tell me about 2 years ago, in about 2 weeks from now, a little over 2 weeks from now, it'll be when I posted my first video on YouTube and my first episode of Rashima Stewart podcast. You would have told me that 2 years ago I would get to those numbers, but where we at 2 years from that point, by mid-September 2023, I would say, if I get half those numbers, I'll be happy. So half of 205, we'll just say 103 subscribers and half of 35,000, 17,500 free total views. I would be very happy with that. I would be excited because I'm like, that's almost what I did on my last channel before I got hacked into late 2019. I don't know why I want those numbers, except the views will be a tad more than what I had all going throughout my whole time on the other Rashima Stewart channel on YouTube. So yeah, that would have been very interesting to say the least. So to go beyond my wildest expectations, it's a true blessing to y'all. Y'all guys really helped me make this show what it is now, and I'm looking forward to doing more content in the future with you guys. So thank you. I love and appreciate y'all so much. So quickly, I was going to do a live update, but I kind of did last night my live stream. If you didn't catch the live stream, go ahead and check the Labor Day, weekend live stream, and you'll get a lot of the updated stuff as far as what's been going on in my life. Today, quickly, I'm going to talk about a couple of new things about the channel and a couple of updates. So first, I'm going to talk about the Rashima Stewart podcast. Yes, season 3. I have one more episode that will be dropped this Sunday. Then I'm going to take about 10 days off. On September 17th, that's probably the day we're going to, I think the first episode is the 16th. So, but within a day. So I'll say September 17th, and that will be the anniversary day. That will be the day will be the season 3. That will be 106 overall episodes. But you guys will know it as season 3. And from that point on, the Rashima Stewart podcast will only be having 50 episodes a year. So I will have a couple equivalent of 2 to 4 weeks off in a year. So I'll go for a little while, take a few days off, like a week off, a little running stretch, take another week off. To some point, about midway, 2/3 of the season, I'll take like a week off and then pretty much run it out. My goal is to be done with the last episode will be on Labor Day weekend-ish. That will be when the last episode is going to air each season from now on. So that'll give me that little about, depending on when Labor Day next year is like September 6th or September 7th. So that'll give me like on a minimum of a week and a half, a week, in between like 1 to 2 weeks in between that episode and the new season, season 4, which that'll be September 17th of 2026. So you guys will understand why I'm doing it, because that'll give me a little more time to recoup. I don't feel pressure. I have to bang out the episodes. And this way, God forbid, if I fall behind one for some reason because something come up in life, that week I'll have to do 2 episodes. No, this way I could take a week off and rest, and then I'll just get right back into it and still keep going every week. At least until further notice, it's still going to be dropped every Sunday. However, in the comments, if you prefer me to drop it on a Monday, maybe I'll record it Sunday, but drop it Monday mornings. If you think Mondays might be better or a day of the week might be better for y'all, maybe to try to maximize how many people see in a week, let me know in the comment section and I'll see. Whatever day gets the best votes, the most votes, that's what I'll do it. That's what I'll drop it. I'll maybe record it Maybe I'll record the day before, and then I'll upload the next day, whatever day of the week y'all decide. So that's number one. Number two, I know I've been here, y'all been hearing a lot about these Stewart conversations. I've done a few test runs with Zoom meetings, and now I know how to start recording them. I don't know how I can get them from my computer to where I need to get it to. That'll be the next evolution. But yes, Stewart conversations, at least the first one, God willing, we drop sometime. Hopefully, officially, I'm giving myself a deadline. Sometime in October, we're gonna have at least one or maybe two of those, and there'll be probably no more than 20 of those in a season for that part of the YouTube channel. So look out for that. Yes, in the next week or so, we'll be buying a microphone, so I may have it in time for the season premiere of the Washima Series podcast. If not, definitely by October, at least I'll have a new Bluetooth microphone. So hopefully that will sound more professional. I can sound a little bit better on camera. That's one of the reasons I don't hear myself too often, because I don't like the way I sound anyway. So just my thing. And number three, thanks to my friend Griff Dog, aka Griffin Spears. Yeah, you're gonna get a little love if you ever watched this episode, this update video. Mad love to you for this idea. Hopefully by the new year, because that's probably maybe because I made some upgraded laptop. That's one that goes for the end of the year. Raise a few dollars for that. Is to start doing an NR 2003. That's NASCAR Racing 2003 season, but with new modified rides, race car, up-to-date race cars, and maybe simulate some races. Maybe the first year I'll do maybe 10, the 12, like what if Richard Page, since I come out of retirement and race the first Brickyard 400 in 1994, we could add an extra car to the field. There's a code you could do that. What if also that race we had like a drive for diversity driver, like either an African American driver or a woman driver in the first race, and take out a couple people I don't think should have been in the race, in my opinion. Swap them out and add one extra, so I have a 44 car field. I'll keep the original starting lineup and add maybe change up the last few positions. But outside of that, that would be like one what if. Like what if Bill Elliott didn't retire until after the 2004 Daytona 500? He retired in 2003, so maybe Abraham gave him a one race deal because he'll have the Champions Provisional that year. He can get him a Champions Provisional and see if he can do well. And probably will be a third. Yeah, it'll be a third car. Kind of like with Trackhouse doing that with the Project 91 car. It'll be like either the 91 or Project 94. Get back his old number for old time's sake. Get him a one-race deal. Like certain scenarios I wish would have happened, especially at least during the Jeff Gordon era. That's 93 and on. And maybe I'll do one pre-1992. Maybe I may do one like the 1988 Daytona 500. What if they would have let Tim Richmond not suspend him? What if they would have gave him the race? Now, instead of him being drive to 25, maybe they'll do what they did with Benny Parks to change the number to 35, or if the 52 didn't qualify for the 500 with Jimmy Means, or if it did, he would give him the rights to that number to Tim Richmond. Maybe Hendrick would give him like a third or probably will be a fourth car at that point to run the Daytona 500. I have a couple other ones in mind, like what if certain Indy 500 champions in certain eras will get like a special provisional to run like they did with Ariel Castaneves this year. And certain races from within the last, we'll say 30 some years or 40 some years, I'm like, oh, what if this happened? What if this circumstance will change? Would the person who actually won the race still do, or we will have a whole new winner? So I know I'm geeking out on sports for a few minutes, geeking out on racing, but that's just an idea I have in mind. That won't be a 2026. I need time to download the software, and then I will have to need time to figure out how to do it. I'm probably going to have to hire somebody to teach me how to do the NR 2003, how to help simulate, learn how to do that. We'll have to do a practice run, and then we'll have to have different files for different cars for different generations. So there'll be at least one different generation in the mid 80s all the way to 93. We'll have that's Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, and now with the Gen 7. There'll be at least one what if scenario, and within the 10-ish 10 to 12 scenario. And then maybe by 2027, maybe we'll do some modern update races with the Cup Series with a little bit different what ifs. So, but that's the big plan. But that's down the line talk. So, and I went too long with this video, but that's okay. And lastly, I will say this: tentatively right now, I'm going to be going out of town 3 to 4 times within the next couple months. Not counting this weekend, I have a business meeting somewhere in the Tampa Bay area. So I'm saying outside Tampa Bay. Tentatively right now, before the end of this month, I'm planning on going to Orlando for a day. So anybody can be in the Orlando area within the last 2 weekends of September, stop by and see me. I'll write a post like a few days ahead, maybe a short too, and I'll let you know I'm going to be in Orlando for a day. Y'all can hang out. Maybe we can figure out a place somewhere to meet up. Most likely somewhere on the International Drive, but more details later. Tentatively right now, I say use the word tentatively in quotation marks. Tentatively right now, I may go back to New York in October for a weekend for a mini high school reunion. Ish. If I don't do it, then I'll probably end up being in Charlotte, North Carolina, either that same weekend or the following weekend. I'm planning on going to Tallahassee for one day, probably somewhere in early November, maybe in December. By New Year's, I might go out of town, not out of state, to spend New Year's Eve and then come back in time for New Year's Day because I know the next day I'm most likely going to have to work. So, but that's how I know. I mean, it's subject to change. I'll keep you updated on that when we get to the end of the third quarter video at the beginning of October, and then you'll have more and more personalized stuff on that video. But anyway, I don't want to keep you on much longer. This went too long. But anyway, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Remember, do everything you can. The best of your ability, love and respect. Love and appreciate y'all so much. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Hit the notification button. Ding. Click all. Every time we do a video, updates, whatever, you'll be the first to get it. And my last question to you is what are your top 3 goals for September? Let me know in the comments and what's your top 3 goals. We're going to try to help each other reach goals before the end of the calendar year, okay? All right. God bless you and God bless your families. I'll see you on the next video. God bless. Bye.